Okay, we are now live on the record for Thursday morning's criminal docket, November 4, 2021. Mr. Fernandez?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 52 on the court's docket, Omar Nino.
And is Mr. Nino present?
Judge, he should be.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is, that's CR 1806238-I, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, we're already set for an in-person motion to suppress on 12/9, and so we'll be ready on that day.
Okay, so Mr. Nino, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Nino?
Judge, he has his analog device with lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay. All right. Then, Mr. Nino, we will see you in person on December the 9th, 2021, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Fernandez?
No, Judge, may we be excused?
You certainly may. I'll see you soon.
Sounds good, thank you.
All right, Ms. Palacios Love.
No, Your Honor, I have number 55 on the court's docket.
Okay, that is CR 21-08605-I, Axel Ponce. Mr. Ponce present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I need a reset on this. He has a felony pending. We made an announcement at the last hearing. I know the victim's supposed to be talking to the state. So I guess I just need maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, and who is the alleged victim?
The alleged victim is the mom of the child.
Okay,
On this case. And then on the felony case, it's the child.
okay, and has she indicated that she was going to file an A&P, or she just wanted to speak to the DA's office?
She indicated that she had gone several times to file an A&P and that they wouldn't allow her to.
Okay,
And that she hadn't been able to talk to anybody from the DA's office. I know I gave the number directly to the felony prosecutor so they can discuss with her what she's trying to discuss with them. So they were gonna get back to me on that. We are set for November 9th now, but I don't know that if they've discussed it with her or what's happened. So I'm gonna ask for at least 2 weeks in this case, so at least I can know how we're gonna proceed on everything.
okay, so does the state have an announcement, or do you have any notes indicating that she's attempted to file an A&P and was not allowed to?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. We do have notes indicating that the victim tried to contact our office wanting to file an A&P. It was denied at the time because the defendant has a felony arising out of the same transaction. The defendant assaulted his daughter when he was assaulting our victim.
Mhm.
So that's the reason that we declined it at the time, but we can revisit the issue.
Yes, Your Honor, and that's kind of my concern, because the affidavit of non-prosecution necessarily, they don't have to take it, but when they know that there's possible a Brady violation, or there's things that come up that should come up, or things that would be favorable to the defendant, and they refuse to allow it into their file, that's where we have a concern. So that's what I talked about with the 332nd District Court, as well as the prosecutors, to try to see you know, what we were gonna do and what they were exactly gonna proceed on.
Okay,
And Judge, if I
Yes.
may, last time we addressed it, and our position is that it doesn't concern Brady. It's not technically evidence that's with us that we have to disclose. We have every right to deny an A&P. And like my partner said, we'll revisit the issue later. Just the felony, I think, is forthcoming and primary.
Your Honor, I think it is important when she is signing an affidavit at the time of the arrest and she's intoxicated, which the officer told her, we're not supposed to have you sign an affidavit while you're intoxicated, but I'm gonna have you sign it anyway. And then she comes back to try to explain what had happened, and they didn't allow her to. So yeah, if there's, you know, information or anything as some kind of evidence that's favorable to the accused, and they're not wanting to put it in there, and they're not being forthcoming with the file, well, then that's an issue, yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure if necessary, we'll take up those issues at a later time. However, right now, he needs to get past the felony setting. So I'm gonna see, do we still have room on the November 30th?
Judge, we can accommodate.
Okay, so because of that setting on the 9th, let's go ahead and come back on this on November 30th at 9:30. And let's see what happened at that hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it. I have no further business in this court. May I be excused?
Yes, y'all may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Mr. Chapa,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning.
I have Miguel Sarte, Italua, CR 17-04630I. I don't have the docket number in front of me. I apologize.
Okay, can someone give me that docket number?
It's 54, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, and is Mr. Pitalua, Pitalua Sarate present? Okay, he's Spanish speaking. Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're currently set for a motion to suppress on the 9th of December. We're just waiting till that date. Basically, we'll be ready then.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Pitalua Sarate?
Judge, I don't have a current report only because per the vendor, Mr. Sarate did not report on October the 22nd for download.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, ask him why he did not report on October 22nd for download.
Mr. Pitalua, ¿por qué no se reportó el 22 para que le hicieran download su máquina?
¿Perdón?
¿Por qué no se reportó el 22 para el download?
Para llevar mi carro.
Tell him yes.
Sí.
No he podido llevarlo porque no tenía dinero para pagar y porque he tenido unos problemas de trabajo, pero yo creo que este fin de semana lo llevo.
I couldn't take it in because I didn't have any money. I had problems with work, but I should be able to take it this weekend.
Let him know that he better take it in this weekend. If not, I'm going to have him report in person next week so that I can decide whether or not to take him into custody.
Vale más que lo lleve este fin de semana, Mr. Pitalua, porque si no, la próxima semana lo traigo en persona para la corte y voy a hacer una decisión de tomarlo en custodia.
No, ya tengo preparado el dinero ya. Que no había
I already have the money ready.
Okay, so Mr. Chapa, I'm going to give him an opportunity to go ahead and remedy that situation. And if Ms. Soto reports to me next week that she still doesn't have a report on him because he didn't report for download, we'll notify you and have you tell him to come in person for our next criminal setting, okay?
Yes,
If not, I'll see you on December the 9th.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Castañeda, hold on. Please ask him for his phone number.
Mr. Pitalua, ¿qué es su número de teléfono?
Es 956-517-6804.
956-517-6804.
Okay. All right. Let him know that if we don't get a report by next week, his attorney will notify him when to come in person.
Mr. Pitalua, si no recibimos un reporte para la próxima semana, su abogado le va a avisar para que se presente en persona.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Let him know he's excused.
Se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Chapa, do you have any other case?
I have nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Vasquez.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm here on number 24 of your document.
Okay. CR 20-0118-I, State of Texas versus Luis Ramiro Diaz. Is Mr. Diaz present?
He is, Your Honor. Your Honor, for the record, my name is Gilbert Vasquez. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Diaz, Your Honor. We're here on a status for his visa, Your Honor. My client is from Mexico. He's trying to get the visa first before he gets pleads out on the DWI. We're asking for a little bit more time, Your Honor. They won't let him into the office until February of 22, Your Honor, for the visa.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, please ask Mr. Diaz to announce himself. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bueno.
Ms.
Yes.
Castañeda,
Ramiro
please
Diaz,
ask- Go
Buenos
ahead.
días.
Bueno, good morning.
All right. Okay, so ask him if he has an alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device.
Mr. Díaz, ¿usted tiene un dispositivo móvil o de carro?
No, buenos días. Yo no tengo ningún dispositivo.
Good morning, I don't have one.
Okay, so the only thing that's holding him back at this time is to see if his visa is going to be reissued.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you said that he can't get an appointment until February?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does he have the appointment already, or is he going to try and get it?
He's gonna try to get it, Your Honor. They won't let him into the offices according to what he's telling me until February of 22.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have an alcohol monitoring device, and given that situation, I'll go ahead and push him out further than I normally do. Unless I receive a report from him, I'll let him come back on March the 1st,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that'll be at 9:30.
March the 1st at 9:30.
Ms. Castañeda, please let him know that I'm gonna give him an opportunity to get that appointment, but he needs to try to get in there in February, and he can come back on March 1st at 9:30.
Mr. Díaz, le voy a dar una oportunidad para que agarre esa cita para febrero y su próxima corte va a ser el día 1 de marzo a las 9:30.
Ok, muchísimas gracias.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, let him know he's dismissed.
Se puede retirar.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Mr. Vasquez, do you have any other case?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank
Okay, likewise, Mr. Gonzalez,
Hello, Judge. Hello, Judge.
good morning, sir.
I have CR number 20-03115F. Excuse me, Your Honor. Jordi de la Rosa, he's number 18 on your docket.
Okay, and is Jordi de la Rosa present?
He's not present, Your Honor. I wasn't able, I didn't get a chance to call him yesterday because I was in court all day, and he's not here, Your Honor. If I can have some more time to get him into court.
Okay,
He has a felony pending, Your Honor. If I understand correctly, the felonies are for a sexual assault.
let me go ahead and, I can go ahead and give you some time to locate him and just come back on February the 1st
Thank you, Your Honor.
at 9:30.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
Can be excused, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, good morning, Judge. I have Mr. Fernando de los Rios, I believe that's number 19, 2021 on your docket.
Okay, CR 20-07477-I, CR 21-02823-I. And is Mr. De Los Rios present?
Yes, Judge, he is present on Zoom.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. What is your
Judge,
announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Judge, our client is set for sentencing in the 370th on November the 16th, Judge. We just need a reset, Judge. I'm not sure. We'll talk to the state. Maybe some of these cases will be disposed of.
Okay, any announcement from the state on that?
Your Honor, we're not going to be disposing of any cases. Plea paperwork was sent out yesterday on all three.
Okay, Judge, we'll go ahead and sign them up, Judge. It's okay. So we can just get a date after the 16th.
Okay, so he said, so you want a plea date for him?
Yes, Judge, please.
Okay, November 30th at 1:30,
Thank you, Judge.
and that'll be on both cases.
Yes, three, Your Honor.
Oh, 3, which is the,
It's
oh, number
C.
19 also, okay.
Yes, Your
sorry.
Honor.
Okay, so on 19, 20, and 21, he'll come back on November 30th at 1:30 for a plea.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
That's all I have, Judge. We'll see you this afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're both excused. Okay, Mr. Sorrells?
Morning, Judge. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
Judge, I have number 31.
CR 1801713-I, State of Texas versus Javier Arturo Guajardo. And is Mr. Guajardo present?
I'm not sure, Judge. I was trying to find his name, but I couldn't see it. I wasn't sure if he was under a different device, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Damian, please call out the name Javier Arturo Guajardo 3 times.
Yes, ma'am.
Here.
Javier,
Where are you?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, please pay attention, sir, because it's very important that I hear from you, or else I'm going to assume you're not present. Mr. Sorrells, Mr. Sorrells, are you
Sorry.
asking for his NISI to be recalled at this time?
Yes, Judge. Please.
The NISI that was granted on CR 1810395-I will be recalled.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and what you were supposed to, well, they were supposed to submit on his behalf an order resetting hearing his motion to suppress. Do you have any status on that?
Judge, I was looking through and I saw that there was
Hold on. Mr. Guajardo, keep your camera on, okay? All right.
Okay.
Mr. Sorrells, what did you find in reviewing the file?
Judge, that we had filed a motion to suppress on it along with the order setting hearing, but I'm not sure if it was the order resetting hearing.
It was not the order resetting
Okay.
hearing.
Then
So I need for them to please file the order resetting hearing indicating if it's an in-person or virtual.
Okay.
If it will be virtual, then I need for them to insert the clause that they're waiving confrontation, okay?
Yes, Judge. I'll file that this morning, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna set a tickler for November the 12th. I'll give you some time and just try to get it in before then. If not, I'm gonna have them come back.
Judge,
Yes,
there's already one set for the 5th from the previous setting.
so they filed it?
No, Judge, there's already a tickler and that tickler was
Oh.
given on this October the 19th.
Okay, so yes, you're right. I have a tickler for it on November 5th is what Ms. Rivera is letting me know. So it does have to be filed by tomorrow, okay?
Yes, Judge. I'll file it this morning myself.
Okay, and Mr. Guajardo, do you have an alcohol monitoring device such as a mobile device or an interlock device?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which one do you have?
Intoxilock,
Is it the one on the car or the mobile?
the car.
Ms. Soto, do you have any reports on him?
No, Judge, but I'll request it today, Judge.
Mr. Guajardo, keep your camera on.
I'm getting a call from the law firm,
Okay, what is your phone number?
956-458-7134.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for your report to be pulled. If you have any violations, we'll notify you whether you're going to be in person or not.
Okay.
His next setting, he's going to have to come in. Let me see. Ms. Rivera, do we have any slots left on December 7th? I know we're tight.
Judge, are you going to have him set up for a suppression or it's just going to be for status?
No, it's going to be, I need to give Ms. Soto time to get the report. She doesn't have it, so I need to.
Judge, we can accommodate that. No worries.
Okay, December 7th at 9:30.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on Mr. Guajardo?
Nothing else, Judge.
Okay, you may be excused, Mr. Guajardo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Your next case, Mr. Sorrells?
Judge, I also have number 58.
CR 210069-I, State of Texas versus Francisca Ramos. Is Ms. Ramos present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Mr. Sorrells, at this time, are you asking for the NISI to be set aside?
Yes, Judge, please.
Okay, that'll be granted. And what is the status on this case?
Judge, we're just asking for more time. My notes reflect that she has a pending felony. So we're just asking for more time.
Okay, does the state show if there's any update on the felony that's at intake?
No, Your Honor, the felony is still at intake, but this is a felony out of a different transaction. The state sent out a recommendation yesterday and we're requesting restitution for dismissal.
Perfect, Judge. We'll go over it with Ms. Ramos.
Okay, well, I'm gonna set her up for the plea docket, the plea docket. How much is the restitution for?
Your Honor, the restitution is set at $2,089.56.
So she just has to pay that, Mr. Sorrells, and then it'll be dismissed.
Yes, Judge.
So I don't know if Ms. Ramos, how feasible is it for you to come up with that money, ma'am?
I can work on it. It's not something that's where I'm financially able to pay up the full amount, but I can work something out and figure it out to get it.
Okay, but how much time would you need to figure it out?
At least 2 months, if possible.
Okay, I can give you the latest is December 16th, and I'm gonna have her come back at 1:30. So make
Okay.
sure that you have it figured out at least by hopefully by the 13th of December at the latest,
Okay. I will.
because that's a generous offer, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, so I'll have her come, I'm gonna set her up for the plea docket on December 16th at 1:30.
Okay, perfect, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, anything else on her?
Nothing else on Ms. Ramos, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Ramos, you're excused.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, your next case?
Yes, Judge. Last one I have is number 61.
CR 19-12060-I, State of Texas versus Kaylee Janae Sines. Is Ms. Sines present?
She is not going to be present, Judge. She has been institutionalized at a hospital in Brownsville, Judge. We have continuous contact with her mother, who let us know this morning that she's still in that facility. Just to be upfront with the court, she does have a felony out of the 275th. She was not present earlier this week, and the court out of the 275th issued out an ISI for her, Judge. But she is in the institution there in Brownsville.
Okay, so then, do you know a time frame? Is she in treatment like for a certain time period or?
She's been there for, I want to say about a month or 2 months. So she does have some issues. She has a caseworker. We just haven't been able to get a hold of the caseworker to see, what kind of time frame we're looking at. But just kind of an unfortunate situation.
Okay, and she's rather young, right?
She is, Judge. She's very young.
Okay. All right. Let's see where we're at. I'll go ahead and give you the last setting of the year, also December 16th at 9:30. And
Okay.
let's see if by some chance she's been released or what you can do.
Yes, Judge. Perfect.
Okay. Anything else?
I believe that's all I have, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Mr. Bravo, I thought we had determined that you had exceeded your amount of times that you could be in this court this week, sir. You even came on civil day.
Judge, I'll be here in the afternoon as well.
Oy. Okay, what can we help you with, sir?
Number 3, Your Honor.
CR 18-00354-I, State of Texas versus Talia Alejandro. Is Miss Alejandro present?
She is present, Your Honor. I don't know if she has to.
I'm right here.
She's already is.
Okay, Miss
No.
Alejandro, please sit up. Thank you. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're just asking, requesting a 30-day reset, Your Honor. The Ms. Alejandro has already been approved for pretrial diversion application. So we just really need about 30 days for her to come up with a fee to enter the program.
Okay, and have you received the payment letter yet?
Yes, we already have received the letter.
Okay, and where is she at on her UA?
I'm sorry?
Doesn't she have to take a UA?
I believe she's already did that when she submitted the application originally.
Okay.
So she's really just waiting for the $500 fee to enter the program.
And the state verify that she's already taken the UA and tested negative?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. She's already been accepted into the program. The only thing left pending is the payment fee.
Okay. So Ms. Alejandro, I can't wait for a very long time. So how much time are you feasibly going to need in order to get that $500 paid?
By the end of the month, I should be able to have it.
Okay. So she should be paying it by the end of the month. So I'm gonna go ahead and be a little bit more generous on time and realistic. I'll have her come back on December the 16th at 1:30. Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Ms. Alejandro?
Judge, has an interlock with Smart Start and there's no violations.
Okay. All right, well, we'll see you on December 16th at 1:30, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Ms. Alejandro, please give me your most current phone number.
956-998-0633.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Mr. Bravo, any other case?
Yes, Your Honor, number 22 and 23.
Okay. CR 20,
Excuse me for a second. Mr. Miguel sitting in the vehicle, sit up straight, sir. Miguel in the vehicle, sit up straight. Javier Liguez. Sit up straight, sir. You're laying down. You need to sit up. Javier. Siéntate bien, sir.
look, if you all want to lie down, turn off your camera until it's your turn, but do not be lying down while you're on camera, okay? You wouldn't come into my courtroom in person and lie down on a bench. I guarantee it. Or you'd find yourself in handcuffs. So don't do it here. Okay, CR 20-05084-I and CR 20-05083-I, State of Texas versus Brandy Diaz. Ms. Diaz, is she present?
She is present, Your Honor, on Zoom.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and so is she still applying for PTD?
Yes, Judge, the only thing we need now is just for her to do her drug test. I've already made contact with her. She'll need a little bit of time. She's having issues as far as transportation, but we should have that done hopefully within the next few days.
Okay, no. It's either we're gonna do it or we're not gonna do it, because I've given you a lot of time to submit your packet, and then the packet was finally submitted. And then now all she needs to do is go in and take a UA. So either you want the deal or you don't want the deal. So
I do want
Okay.
the deal.
Then the UA letter is going to be sent out for tomorrow. So you need to get a ride to get there tomorrow. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Okay, so go ahead and send her the UA letter that's gonna be good for tomorrow. Because unfortunately, if you don't set a deadline, then Mr. Bravo, you're gonna have this case lingering, and then it's gonna be longer for her to get on with the process. It's a simple thing. So tomorrow she's gonna take the UA, the letter's gonna state that she's gonna take it. So please start securing transportation, Ms. Diaz, for tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And Your Honor, I've already informed her that she can pick it up in my office. So if the DA's office can send one over, I'll go ahead and give it to her so she can take the test tomorrow.
All right. So then, and then I'll go ahead and have her come back also on December the 16th at 1:30. See if she's ready for everything by that time.
Okay. Okay. May I be excused?
Yes, make sure you stay in contact with your attorneys.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Bravo?
No, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
So definitely, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Osuna?
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 32, State of Texas versus Jose Ambrosio Hernandez. It's CR 21-03475I. I'll ask Mr. Hernandez to unmute himself and turn on his camera.
Okay, I'm sorry, what number was that, Mr. Osuna?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, that one was number 32.
32, sorry, I heard 22.
Oh, yes, Your Honor, number 32.
Okay, and Mr. Hernandez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay,
and
so-
what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, the state has made an attractive offer. It's pay restitution in case gets dismissed. My client is inclined to take it. Our only concern, however, is that restitution is $800 and Mr. Hernandez is not employed at this time. I did inform him that diligence is crucial if we want to take advantage of this. The alternative doesn't make any sense economically, nor does it make sense in terms of risking his record. We are humbly asking for a 45-day status, but in the interest of candor, Your Honor, we have a 90-day goal if the court is inclined to allow us that much flexibility. But he just feels like 45 days would just be too tall of an order for him to come up with that amount of money.
Okay, so Mr. Hernandez, you're not working at this time then?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I'm gonna order you to visit Ms. Trejo. And she is the county employee, special employment specialist. And if there's a job that you can be matched up with, she's assisting many defendants with that opportunity. So I'm gonna give you some time to do that. And then I'm gonna grant your attorney's request and I'll have you come back on February the 1st at 9:30. What I would say, the best thing for you to do between now and then is get as much paid off on that as you can, or gather it, or whatever you can do, so you can at least show in a good faith effort you're trying, okay? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay, so Ms. Soto, do you have Ms. Trejo's number on hand? And Mr. Hernandez, do you have something to write with?
Yes, ma'am.
Her number is 956-587-6000. Just call that number and ask for Mrs. Trejo.
Can you repeat it again?
It's 956-587-6000.
Thank you.
Okay, then I'll give him that opportunity, Mr. Osuna.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Hernandez, you're excused.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, sir. Mr. Osuna, any other case?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to make an announcement on number 2, State of Texas versus Kaylee Janae Signs, CR 20-08862I. I heard Mr. Sorrells make an announcement on her companion case, but not this case. I had previously filed a motion suggesting incompetency on this case, and at our last setting, we made our announcement, and then when I followed up and tried to negotiate her release with Ms. Guarena, who was a prosecutor at that time, she cautioned me that Mr. Solis's office had been retained. I went back and watched the tape, and there seemed to be no ambiguity that Mr. Solis's office had been retained because he made a subsequent announcement after me. I would humbly ask if the court would move this one to the last setting in December, along with her companion case, and then I'll just coordinate with Mr. Solis on this case, just to make sure that I'm not neglecting a case that's actually still mine.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
then we gave her December 16th at 9:30, right?
I believe so, Your Honor. The court said the last setting, but then I forgot to write down the date.
Okay,
That's correct, Your Honor. It's December 16th.
okay, thank you. So it'll be December 16th at 9:30 as well on this one. And then if you do speak to them, please let them know that they need to file their motion for substitution and notice of appearance of counsel, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll let them know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else?
Oh, no, Your Honor. Maybe excuse, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what case, sir?
Your Honor, I have number 17 on this morning's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Zachary Davis. This is CR 20-03593-I. Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting a 30-day reset. Your Honor, he does have some pending felonies that have not yet been processed, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Davis, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, So given, yes,
Oh, my bad. Go for it. My bad.
okay. All right, Mr. Flores, that's fine. And does the state have anything, an update on those felonies that are at intake?
No, Your Honor, the felonies remain at intake.
Okay.
There's no update on this matter.
All right, well, given that this is a theft property at Class A, and I'm already slammed for the rest of the year, and we're going to do a status on this, I'll go ahead and have him come back on February the 1st at 9:30, and we should have an update on the felonies by then.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Permission to speak?
Mr. Davis,
Yeah.
yeah, don't say anything, Mr. Davis. We'll talk, I'll call you as soon as we're done here.
Okay, 10-4.
Okay, all right, then we'll see you, Mr. Davis, on February the 1st at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Munoz,
Morning, Judge.
good morning.
Judge, I have number 29, Jesus Gastelum.
Okay, CR 20-00297-I, is Mr. Gastelum present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Mr. Munoz, are you asking for the NISI that I signed on October 19th be set aside?
Yes, Judge, we are. This is we have an agreement for an ADR, Judge. He had to pay off 2 speeding tickets. He's already paid 1 off. He's just missing the other one, Judge.
And how much time is he requesting to get it paid off?
Judge, if we can have a month, I'm sure we can take care of everything.
Okay, December 16th at 1:30. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, I also have number 40, Adan Limas.
Okay, Mr. Gastelum, we'll see you on December 16th at 1:30 if necessary, and you're excused.
Great, thank you.
Okay, what other number?
Number 40.
CR 21-02354-I, State of Texas versus Adan Limas. Mr. Limas, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, this is a status. I believe he's already been screened for DWI court. I'm just not sure when he's going to start. We haven't heard anything back from the state.
Okay, does the state have an update?
Your Honor, yes, we did receive an email from probation letting us know that the recommendation was that the defendant participate in outpatient treatment as well.
Mr. Munoz, were you aware of that, sir?
No, Judge, I wasn't. I will go over it with my client.
Judge, if I may, Judge, while you're in the program, you do outpatient treatment. That's part of the program.
Okay.
Judge, I'm sure he'll be okay with it. He does want to get this case dismissed.
Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device with lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay. What is your phone number, Mr. Limas?
956-620-0053.
So really then all we're pending is just for him to start DWI court then?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so have you been told, or are they waiting on our transfer to be signed since now he's been approved?
Judge, I haven't been informed of anything. I don't know if I just need the plea paperwork and then we take care of it in this court if it has to be transferred to another court.
Okay, can the state let me know what stage we're at?
Your Honor, if we could get a 2-week reset so that we can get this paperwork organized and get this case transferred to County Court 7 for DWI court, we would appreciate it. So that we can handle it administratively.
Okay, so we're gonna just, since it'll be done administrative, that's what happens when they get approved for the DWI court, I'll sign the transfer and then all that gets done. I'm gonna go ahead and just set it for a status on November the 30th at 9:30. But what I'll do is, of course, if everything's done before then he won't be our case anymore and he won't need to show up.
Yes, Judge.
Okay?
Yes, I'll get everything done.
Okay. All right, Mr. Limas, you're excused at this time.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Munoz?
Yes, Judge, I have number 44, Leo Martinez.
CR 1701811-I, State of Texas versus Leo Vigildo, Leo Vigildo Martinez. And is Mr. Martinez present?
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, in this case, I believe we have a motion to suppress set for December. This is just a status to see if it was going to go through. And we're still on track to do that, Judge.
So he's set for December 9th?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Do you have a device?
No, ma'am.
All right. And so then we'll see him on December the 9th then.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Martinez, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, I'm also standing in for Jorge Munoz. I believe he has 3 cases.
Okay. And what's the first one?
First one's number 34, Judge. Mr. Johnson.
CR 2103436-I, State of Texas versus Erico Johnson. And is Mr. Johnson here?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Okay, there you are. Okay, Ms. Saldana, is this one of your cases?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, it is, Judge.
Okay, good morning. All right, and what is the announcement, Mr. Munoz?
Judge, Mr. Munoz is asking for some additional time. I'm not sure they're going to try to work it out or ask for a jury trial setting, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Saldana, has a recommendation been sent to Mr. Jorge Munoz?
Yes, Judge, it was sent out September the 1st.
Okay, so the rec was sent out on September the 1st. If Mr. Munoz can please review that with his client, because I need to know if they're going to accept the rec, negotiate, or if we're going to trial.
Yes, Judge, I will let him know.
I haven't heard anything about a recommendation.
Okay. Then I'm sure that your attorney will be reaching out, Mr. Johnson. Okay, so then have them please contact Mr. Johnson, but we'll come back then on December the 16th at 1:30. If he accepts the recommendation, at 9:30. If he accepts the recommendation, please have that plea paperwork in time, and we'll change him to the 1:30 docket.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Judge, he does have another case, number 51.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, you're excused until December 16th at 9:30. Stay in contact with your attorney, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. What number?
Number 51, Judge, Francisco Munoz.
CR 19-15554-I, State of Texas versus Francisco Munoz. Is Mr. Munoz present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, Mr. Munoz is asking for some additional time. I believe he's going to try to work this case out with the state judge.
Okay, so I had that he had a pending UA. What were the results of that? Can the state tell me?
Your Honor, the defendant tested positive for marijuana on August 30th. I sent an email to defense counsel asking for a new setting for the new UA to be done.
Is Mr. Munoz still PTD eligible?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Munoz, it's already been more than 2 months. He tested positive back on August the 30th. So I need him to take that UA already. So that, Mr. Francisco Munoz, do you have a problem with transportation, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then that UA letter is going to go out ordering you to take that UA tomorrow. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then that way I know what we're going to do with respect to whether he's going to move forward with applying with the PTD or not.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, were you going to say something, Francisco?
Yes, Your Honor.
Only
I
say
was-
something, hold on. You can only say something with the permission of your attorney.
Hey, Francisco, your attorney, Jorge Munoz, will call you right after this hearing, and then you can ask him. any
Okay.
questions. Okay?
Okay. So that UA letter will go out and he's to take it tomorrow, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. All right, anything else on this case?
Nothing else on this case, Judge.
Okay, Francisco, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, your next case?
Judge, the last case that Mr. Munoz has is number 56, Mr. Ramirez.
CR 20-07915-I, State of Texas versus Gualberto Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, are you present? Mr. Damian, call out the name 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Gualberto Ramirez. Gualberto Ramirez. I see him, Judge. Sir, can you announce yourself? He's wearing a gray zip-up hoodie, has salt and pepper hair with a beard.
Oh, he's not connected to audio. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and what are you requesting for the NISI that was granted to be recalled?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
Judge, I believe he has a felony pending. I'm not sure if it's already been filed or not, Judge.
Okay, can the state give me an update on that felony?
Your Honor, the felony remains at intake. There's no update on the felony. It is out of the same transaction.
Is this his only misdemeanor case in here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and set him for February the 1st at 9:30. And let's see if the felonies have been processed by then.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused and my clients be excused as well?
Yes, and I don't know how we're gonna let him know that he's excused.
Well, we'll have the office call him, Judge.
Okay. You know what? I'll remove him. And if he tries to come back in and connects or call him right now, I'm gonna remove him. And then you all call him. And if not, I'll let him know if he happens to connect to audio, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Munoz. Okay, Mr. Martinez?
Morning, Judge. I've
Morning.
got 2 on your docket this morning. Number 28, Jose Rocha Garcia. He's a Spanish speaker, Judge. He's on
Yeah.
Zoom under Law Office of Rene Flores.
Okay, CR 21-04539-I. Ms. Castaneda, will you please ask Mr. Rocha Garcia to announce himself?
Mr.
I don't-
Rocha Garcia, por favor, se anuncia.
Does he know how to take off the mute button?
We were
Sí.
trying to show him. There you go. All right.
All right. Okay,
Judge,
and what is your announcement?
Judge, the announcement is this is our first pretrial after his arraignment. There was a waiver that was submitted earlier this year. Now we're here. I did speak to the prosecutors out of your court yesterday. They are offering an ADR, Judge. Looks like my client, after discussions this morning, is going to be taking it or accepting the ADR offer, Judge. The only thing that I need to discuss with Mr. Lozano is the defensive driving class. Because of his status in the country, I don't know if he's eligible to take that. I don't know if they'll even allow him to without a driver's license.
Okay, so, and what else would he be pending other than
A
that?
life skills class and a clean UI, Judge.
Okay. Does
I
he
don't
have
think
an
those two.
issue?
No, he says there's no issue with the UA, and I doubt the class is going to be an issue. I'm pretty sure that the county vendors have dealt with people with similar status. I think the only one is the state sanctioned driving exam is the issue.
Okay. I'm just gonna let y'all know, I'll let you all talk about it, but I don't think the defensive driving class makes sense in a charge such as this, but and it doesn't matter if he was speeding or whatever, or anything like that. I mean, the offense is failure to identify. So you all can talk about it, whether the defensive driving class has to be done, but they're not gonna, I don't know that they're gonna even let him take that.
That's the only thing when I conferred with him this morning. And again, he wants to, I just don't know if he'd be allowed to.
Yeah, have him take the UA tomorrow. Send if you're going to accept it,
Okay.
send the UA letter over. The state, I'm requesting that you all send the UA letter over so he can take it and talk to your whoever you need to talk to see if you can remove the defensive driving class as part of the recommendation. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'll just set it for November the 30th at 1:30. But if it's an ADR, it'll be administrative anyway. So we'll just check it out and see where we're at before that date. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. And I'll reach out to Mr. Lozano later today.
Perfect. Okay. All right, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Rocha Garcia know that his attorney will explain to him what just happened. And he is excused.
Mr. Rocha Garcia, su abogado le va a explicar lo que pasó ahorita aquí en la corte y él se va a comunicar con usted y ya se puede retirar.
Okay. And Judge, he's here in the office, and so I'll talk to him as soon as I'm done with my next announcement.
Okay, that's fine.
And
what's your next study? What's your next case?
Number 63 on your docket, Mr. Daniel Torres. I see him on my page 2.
Okay, Mr. Torres, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. CR 21-05496-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Mr. Martinez, excuse me. I apologize. Mr. Javier Liguez, quítese su gorro. Gracias. I apologize.
Judge, on this one, I spoke with Mr. Sosa yesterday. He does have a felony at intake. I verified with Chief Prosecutor O.J. Esquivel. They are offering a dismissal on the felony at intake if he takes a plea to this misdemeanor. Obviously, these prosecutors need to just verify that, Judge. And if it's correct, we'll just be anticipating some plea paperwork, and I'll speak to my client about that offer.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set him for November 30th at 1:30 because that sounds like a great deal. And so we'll see. If he doesn't sign it before then let us know if he's not going to take it, and we'll give you another setting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to set him for the plea. All right. Anything else on him?
That's it, Judge. And that's all that I've got this morning. I should be back this afternoon.
Okay, Mr. Torres, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, give me one moment. Gualberto Ramirez?
Judge, may I be excused?
Yes. Mr. Ramirez, English or Spanish? Oh, hold on, I don't know.
What is that?
Okay, English
hear
or
me?
Spanish? Yeah, now I can.
Okay, English is fine or Spanish, Your Honor?
Okay, so we called your case earlier, but you were not connected to audio. However, I did count you present, and your attorney made an announcement for you. So they're going to get in touch with you, but your next setting date, if I can find it again.
Your Honor, it's February 1st.
Thank you. Your next setting date is going to be on February 1st at 9:30.
9:30.
Okay. And I did grant your attorney's request to have your NISI, which is the warrant for your arrest for not showing up at your last hearing. I have it recalled, okay? So it'll be taken off, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, you're dismissed, sir. You can remove yourself.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Bustos, what case do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I got number 62 in your criminal docket, Safe Texas versus Jacob Sanchez.
CR 1707213-I, Jacob Sanchez. Are you present?
He is present, Judge. I see him directly on my screen, Judge. He's wearing a aqua shirt, I believe, has a full beard.
Jacob, can you hear us?
I think he's still on mute, Judge. He's raising his hand, but
I'm here.
Okay.
I think I unmuted.
Okay.
Judge, my announcements, honorable court judge, after speaking to the state in terms of the pretrial diversion, he was denied. I asked the court to give me a suppression date, judge, and we can file suppression no later than tomorrow, judge.
Okay. In your motion to suppress, it needs to indicate whether you want it in person or virtual.
I want it in person, judge.
Okay, make sure you put in there in person and file the order setting hearing at the same time.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I don't think we don't have room anymore in December and January. You'll probably have it in February.
Very well, judge.
All right, does Ms. Soto, do you show that Mr. Sanchez has an alcohol monitoring device?
Judge, there was an order to move the device signed on October the 1st of 2019.
Judge, he had the alcohol device, judge, interlock ignition device for over 2 years, judge.
Okay. So I'm gonna set a tickler, Mr. Bustos, for November the 12th to make sure that the motion to suppress was filed.
Very well, judge. Judge, I also have number 45 through 48 on your criminal docket.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you are excused, sir, and until a later time, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, hold on. All right, and that, you said 42 and 43?
45 through 48, judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. 45, okay, CR 1613774-I, CR 1612605-I, CR 1612603-I, and CR 1612604-I. State of Texas versus Jesus Meave, that's Meave. And
Judge, and
is he present?
He is present, judge. He may be on the second page, I believe, judge. I know he
Mr.
said-
Meave, are you present?
Yes, judge. It's at B50 thin Q, judge.
Okay. Okay. All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, judge, we'd like a suppression date as well, judge. Same announcement.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and the same thing, I'll set a tickler for November the 12th. Make sure you indicate in person and attach an order setting hearing.
Thank you, judge. It concludes my business, honorable court. May I be excused, your honor?
Yes, you may. Mr. Meave, you're also excused.
Thank you, judge.
All right, Mr. Kennedy?
Morning, Judge. I have number 26 in your court's docket.
Okay, CR 1805761-I, State of Texas versus Javier Enriquez. Is Mr. Enriquez present?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
The state filed a motion to dismiss yesterday. I'm just asking the court to enter the order.
Okay, so I'll have that forwarded to my queue, and as soon as it's in there, I'll go ahead and sign off on it.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that's all I have today. May I be excused?
Yes,
Have a good day in your staff.
thank you, likewise. Okay, you're excused, Mr. Enriquez. All right, Ms. Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor. Vanessa Flores on behalf of Julio Cesar Sanchez Martinez, number 42 and 43 on the court's docket.
CR 20-5709-I, CR 20-07574-I. And is Mr. Martinez present?
Yes, Your Honor, you should be provided him the-
Okay, he's Spanish speaking? All right. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, in this case, we do need some additional time. I have been discussing with Mr. Martinez the recommendations on both of these cases. However, there is still a felony pending in intake.
Okay. And does the state have any update on the felony?
No, Your Honor, the felony remains at intake.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Martinez?
Judge, has his mobile device with the toxel lock and there's no violations.
Okay. All right, Ms. Flores, so he does have 0 violations right now. I'm gonna put him out further out than normal when they're on a device. And unless he has a violation, I'll bring them in sooner. But for right now, because of that felony, I'll go ahead and allow him to come back on February the 1st at 9:30. However, if Ms. Soto sees that there's a violation, I'll bring them in sooner.
Yeah, sure, and I'll try to work out or figure out where the felony is so that we can work these out sooner.
Okay, Ms. Castellana, can you please ask Mr. Martinez for his phone number?
Mr. Martínez, ¿me da su número de teléfono?
956-295-7717.
956-295-7717.
Okay, let him know that he is excused.
Ya se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, any other case?
That's all I have.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Ramos?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have Manuel Trevino, and I apologize, I didn't get the list of the court's cases this morning, but it's CR 20-3255I, Manuel Trevino.
64, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge,
CR 20-03255-I, okay, and is Mr. Trevino present?
I don't believe so, Judge. It's been some time. I've lost contact with him several months ago. I've been in contact with the prosecutor and advised them as such that I anticipated a nice eye this morning and a forthcoming motion to withdraw.
All right. Okay, then we'll just call him at the end of the docket if he doesn't come in, if he doesn't come on for whatever reason, and then we'll go ahead and I-sign him, and then I'll just wait for your motion to withdraw to be filed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused temporarily and check back in after I check in with some other courts?
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Castle?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 35 and 36 on your docket, Damian Ledesma.
CR 1802799-I, CR 1802798-I. And is Mr. Ledesma present?
Yes,
He was
ma'am.
on it.
Okay,
Yes.
and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, there's a felony case pending at intake. As of yesterday, it was still there. So we're requesting additional time to try to work everything out together if we can.
Okay. Then I'm gonna set him for February the 1st at 9:30. And if something happens before then, let us know and we'll set you sooner.
Very good, Judge. That's all I have this morning. May we be excused.
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Aleman?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 49 and 50 on the court's docket.
CR 1904704-I, CR 1901264-I, State of Texas versus Jessica Lee Ramirez Medina. Is Ms. Medina present? Ms. Medina, are you present?
I believe I
Oh,
saw her.
I see her.
Yes, sorry, I was on mute.
That's okay. All right. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, this is a case we've been before the court. My client had a felony out of the same transaction and arrest, and back in 2019, she was placed in the drug court program, and after 2 years, she completed that earlier this year. And so we're sort of throwing ourselves on the mercy of the DA's office, hoping we could get these cases dismissed as well. I've had some conversations with Ms. Lozano, and I think they were still thinking about what they wanted to do with these 2 misdemeanor cases, Judge.
Okay, and what is the state thinking?
Your Honor, I wasn't aware about the felonies already being taken care of. I thought these were 2 misdemeanors that were kind of left out. A recommendation was sent to Mr. Aleman on November 1st, but I can staff these cases with my chief and see how we can proceed.
Okay, can you please staff and send him an updated recommendation within the next 2 weeks? Is that possible?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Because I have a feeling we can get this taken care of. So I'm going to be very optimistic, and I'm going to go ahead and set her up for November the 30th at 1:30. And if something different occurs, let us know, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I know that that program that she completed is quite intense, so I would like for all of that to be considered, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so Ms. Medina, I'm going to give them an opportunity to staff your case. And now with that new information that my current ADA has, because they change. And so they're not always privy to the same information as before. And so, and let them get up to speed with that. And so I'll see you back here on November the 30th at 1:30 if necessary. If something is taken care of administratively, they'll let us know, and it will not be necessary for you to show up that day, but your attorney will notify you.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Anything else, Mr. Aleman?
That's all I have for this morning. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, likewise.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar.
Hello, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I have number 30 on the criminal docket.
Okay. That is CR 20-07763-I, State of Texas versus Jonathan Gonzalez. And is Mr. Gonzalez present?
He should be, Your Honor.
Yes, we're here.
Okay. And what is your announcement, counselor?
On this one, Your Honor, we did file a motion to modify the bond restrictions. He let me know, or he called our office letting us know that he's been having issues with the interlock device. He's a first-time offender, has no priors. He's had the device for about a year, I believe. And where he's at is where he's working currently. He gets no service, and he's telling me that I guess his vehicle or something gets locked, and he's not able to move around in the vehicle. And so he's asking the court if they can consider that of being removed from his bond restriction, being that he's a first-time offender and has no priors, Your Honor, and has been in compliance.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, can you verify whether this is Mr. Gonzalez's first DWI arrest and if there was an accident?
Your Honor, this is his first DWI arrest. There was no accident. This defendant is eligible for PTD. The recommendation was sent out on November 1st.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, Judge, he does have his interlock device with auto locks. Device was installed on June the 18th of 2020. I did go back the past 6 months from May the 20th to October the 20th, and he had no violations, Judge.
Okay. Okay, then any response from the state as to the defendant's request to modify his bond restrictions?
Your Honor, state would be in opposition. State would request that the defendant have the device currently placed with him.
Okay. All right, so then in consideration with what has been brought to the court's attention and that Mr. Gonzalez has been on the device for approximately 17 months, and in the last 6 months has shown 0 violations, and being that it's his first DWI arrest and no accident, the court will grant his motion. Have an order on file that'll remove it. And also review whether or not your client is going to be applying for PTD.
Yes, Your Honor, talking to him, that'll be the next plan that we'll be doing. We'll be filling out the application and submitting it to the state.
Okay.
And we'll get that order in.
So I'm gonna have you come back on February the 1st at 9:30. Between now and then, please, in plenty of time, have that application submitted so that the DA's office can review it.
We will, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Yes.
No, Your Honor, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
Javier
morning,
Flores.
sir.
I have number 4 on the court's criminal docket.
Okay, CR 21-07958-I, State of Texas versus Francisco Barron, and is Mr. Barron present?
I spoke to him yesterday. I don't know if he's been able to log on or not, Your Honor.
I do have a K51 with no camera on. Oh, there he is. Mr. Barron, can you hear us? Oh, he's frozen, Mr. Flores, but can you tell me, is that your client?
I apologize, Judge. I'm using my phone because I'm not in the office and I'm trying to scroll through everything. Let me just.
He has a goatee. Mr. Barron, can you hear me?
Buenos días.
Okay, there he is.
Yes.
It's him. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, this is our first status after arraignment. I am respectfully requesting some additional time. I don't think I've received a recommendation yet on this case, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, any announcement?
Your Honor, the recommendation was sent out yesterday. There is a felony at intake that is out of the same transaction.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's come back then on February the 1st at 9:30 and let's see what the status is on the felony at that time.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. Mr. Munoz, are you out of your other hearing? Attorney Sergio Munoz? Okay, he's probably still in there then. Okay, Mr. Alanis, how can I help you, sir?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I've got two clients with you today. First one is Miguel Castillo, number 6, 7, and 8 on the court's docket.
CR 18151777-I, CR 20079998-I, CR 18151776-I. State of Texas versus Miguel Ángel Castillo. Mr. Castillo, please announce yourself. All right. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, I believe Mr. Castillo has a pending felony on intake. I'm asking for additional time to work everything out together.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you showing that the felony is still at intake or has it been processed?
Your Honor, the felony is currently still at intake.
Okay, let's come back on February the 1st at 9:30 and see if that's giving them enough time to process it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Judge. I also have Juliana Villa. She's number 1 and 65 and 66 on the court's docket.
Okay, Mr. Castillo, I'll see you back here on February the 1st at 9:30, sir. You are excused. Okay, Miss Villa, Juliana Renee Villa, CR 21048115-I, please announce yourself.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, hold on for me real quick. Ms. Castañeda, is Mr. Barron still on? Okay, can you let him know in Spanish, please, that he is excused?
Mr. Barrón, Francisco Barrón, ya se puede retirar.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Alanis, on Miss Villa, she still hasn't been arraigned on the criminal trespass, is that correct?
My understanding that she was, Judge. But yeah,
Well, I have her.
Yeah,
I have her for an arraignment hearing today. Can somebody verify whether or not she's been arraigned?
She has not, Judge.
Okay.
And Your Honor, the criminal trespass is CR 21048115-I.
I apologize, my error, Judge. She was arraigned on June 22nd, I believe.
Okay. June 22nd, okay. Okay, so then on the other two cases, it's CR 1908841-I and CR 1908842-I. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, Ms. Villa has been screened already for mental health court. I believe we're just waiting to see if she qualifies. I'm asking for about a 30-day reset, Judge, to see.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you showing that the screening has been conducted?
Your Honor, the screening has been conducted. The recommendation by the counselor was for the defendant to participate in the mental health court program.
Okay. So then we're just pending the paperwork and the transfer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So then get with the state and then I'll have my staff prepare the transfer. And then that way we can have all of that processed, okay? So she won't be coming back here because she'll be somebody, they do process those transfers. So I'm gonna set myself a tickler for, you think you all can get all of that done within the next 2 weeks? My transfer takes literally seconds, but.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna set a tickler for November the 19th, just to make sure we've all done our part. to get her properly transferred over to the mental health court, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so the next time your appearance should be Ms. Villa in the new court, okay?
Okay.
And your attorney will give you any more information that you will need for that, okay? Make sure you stay in contact with him.
I will.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. Alanis?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have for today. May I be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Morales.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. On page 14, number 41, Nancy Linares, we're set for a status, Your Honor. However, I have a PTD packet that was submitted yesterday, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's CR 210763-I. And is that Ms. Linares with you?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so then you submitted the packet yesterday, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, the judgment is on file. It's a 60-day PTD.
Okay.
Your Honor, that is correct. And we could actually plea her out this afternoon if you'd like.
Okay, so then we can have her placed this afternoon.
Your Honor, I don't mind. We don't mind appearing this afternoon. She is in Laredo, Texas. I don't know if that's going to affect when she has to present herself to probation, Your Honor.
Okay, so have you all agreed to allow her to report by mail?
The prosecutors changed, Your Honor, and we didn't have that discussion.
Okay, let me go ahead and allow you some time to have that discussion so that we're all on the same page before we place her, okay? So I'm gonna give you a couple of weeks to do that. And I'm gonna have her come back on November the 16th at 1:30. And you should know by then. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll reach out to the prosecutor.
Okay, and that's gonna be Mr. Adrian Lozano or Eduardo Sosa, okay? Those are our ADAs assigned to this court.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Villa, you're excused as well, ma'am, unless you want to stay on for the proceedings, but you're excused. All right, Mr. Munoz, are you out of your hearing? Attorney Sergio Munoz. Okay.
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Good morning. What number, sir?
Judge, I'm number 53 on your docket, Your Honor. David Peña.
CR 1915007-I, and is Mr. Peña present?
Aye, Your Honor. Present.
Okay. All right, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Yes, Judge, he's here at the office, Your Honor. I think the court just saw him.
Yes.
Your Honor, on this case, Judge, we had, I think the last time we were here, we were just pending the digital discovery. I did go ahead and pick that up already, Your Honor. And so I wanted to report that to the court. And then I think once, now having that, I could file my pretrial motions.
Okay. And is, Mr. Peña, are you on an alcohol monitoring device, such as a mobile device or a interlock?
No, ma'am, neither.
Okay. All right, then I'll give you an opportunity, Mr. Munoz, so that you can file your pretrial motions. And I'll have them come back for, I'm gonna go ahead and send them for a status on February the 1st at 9:30. Of course, once you file your motions, if one of those is a motion to suppress and you choose to file that, then we'll get you, just make sure you indicate that if it's in person or virtual.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Peña, we'll see you then, sir.
Will you be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Can't breathe at first.
Okay, Ms. Saldana, did you have any other cases?
Yes, Judge, I don't know if I missed it, but it was with Osvaldo Morales. I'm not sure if you reset that with the court already.
I did see him come in and out several times.
Judge, I'm sorry, Judge. He sent a message on the Zoom chat that he was going to be logging into the to another district court and he'd be right back.
Okay. Well, if somebody wants to let him know that we're ready. Okay, so number 5 on the court's docket, Mr. Munoz didn't make an announcement on that. He may have overlooked it.
Yeah. I think it's my case and I'm here. I've been here.
Yes, I've seen you from the beginning. And you know what? Okay, wait a minute.
I did contact them to let them know that he logged out and forgot.
Ah, okay. Okay, one moment. So then I thought she was Juliana Villa. So did Juliana Villa not appear? Did anybody see her on the camera? I didn't see her on the camera because she was the only female on. So we need to get with Mr. Alanis and see if he saw her because I didn't, and let him know that I'll go back and watch the YouTube video. And if she wasn't on, then I'm issuing a nice eye. So
I thought I saw her on, Your
Because I
Honor.
saw her on, she was sitting on her bed.
Yes.
Okay, all right, then that's fine. Okay, so if we can go ahead and contact Mr. Munoz to see if they're gonna be logging back on, let him know that Ms. Cantu has been on since 9:30. All right, and moving on, let me check the other ones. Okay, so Jennifer Lee Cuellar is Mr. Morales', so Ms. Cuellar's still not on as well.
I then just sent him a text message, Judge, that you were ready for us.
Thank you. And then I have number 25. Did anybody call in on that? Oh, there's did number 20, does Mr. Dobao, D-O-B-A-O, have a device, Ms. Soto?
I have no record, Judge.
Okay. They may have thought that they didn't have to show up because they have a motion to suppress that's on file for the 9th.
Judge, would you give them notice on the record? I recall, as you have on all motions to suppress, that they were to report for status.
Okay. Well, they have until the end of the docket. And number 27?
I don't have anything on my end, Your Honor.
Okay, so far, Mr. Damien, I have 25, 27. And then number 33?
I don't have anything on my end, Your Honor. I'm not, let me check
Okay.
the system quickly. No, Judge.
Okay. $57?
Number 57, Judge, it's gonna be a plea on the 16th of this month.
Okay. $59 and $60?
Gonna be a plea, Judge, on December the 9th.
And then I also have number 64, Mr. Damien. And that's it. Okay, we'll give Mr. Munoz and Mr. Morales an opportunity to get back on. We're gonna be on a short 5-minute break. Ms. Cantu, just stay close to your computer so you can hear us, okay? Thank you. All right, we are off the record. Okay. I see Mr. Munoz was the only one in my waiting room. So as soon as my court reporter's ready.
I'm ready, Judge.
All right. We're back on the record on CR 20-00597-I, State of Texas versus Adriana Cantu. Mr. Munoz?
Yes, Judge, sorry about that. I thought I took care of all the cases for George.
That's okay. We'll blame it on George. Go ahead.
Judge, we're just asking for some additional time. I'm not sure what the goal is here. I don't know if they're going to try to work it out with the state judge.
Can the state give me an update?
Yes, Your Honor, a recommendation was sent out. The recommendation is an A&P, which has been done. We're pending an anger management certificate before we can take victim testimony for dismissal.
Okay. So Ms. Cantu, do you recall taking your anger management course or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. So Mr. Munoz, if you can please have Mr. Munoz's office give her that information regarding the anger management class. It's online. And
Yes.
then we can go ahead then set her up to have the victim testimony done. And then we'll get it dismissed. So Ms. Cantu, do you have does the alleged victim have any type of scheduling problems or anything like that?
My son, which is the victim, he did submit it back in April, an affidavit to dismiss the charges, but it was the middle of COVID, so I don't know how that worked. And he also, it's an active military in the Army currently.
Oh, okay, so he's active military. Where is he stationed?
In Georgia, in Fort Bennings.
Okay, so is he out on assignment right now?
I don't think so, Judge, but I don't think he received a notice for this court.
No, he wouldn't have. So the state is acknowledging that they did receive your son's affidavit of non-prosecution. However, once you finish your anger management course, then we can set him up to log in, and all he's going to do is we call it victim testimony. And the state's going to ask him some questions and just say, do you recall this incident? You recall signing this? Are you asking us not to proceed? Just very simple questions. As a matter of fact, because of the status, I will accommodate his schedule, even if it's a date that is not my normal criminal date. Okay, so I'll let the state know that, and I'll let Mr. Munoz's office know that.
Thank you, Judge. He does have Saturday and Sunday off.
And those are the only 2 days I can't. I'm sorry. I can do Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, yes, he goes in at 10 a.m.
Okay, so we'll set him up. We'll go ahead and set him up. One of them, after you finish your anger management course, let Mr. Munoz know. We'll set him up for maybe like a 9 a.m. Actually, I think George is on a different time zone, aren't they?
Yes, 1 hour ahead.
Okay, so we'll set him up at a time that will accommodate him to still make it to his work on time, and we'll take him up first. Obviously, we'll have a special setting for them. Okay, Mr. Munoz?
Yes, that's fine, Judge.
I think that's the least I can do for somebody that serves our country.
Thank you.
All right, so I just need to know how much time you think. Do you have any scheduling issues to take the anger management course?
No, ma'am. I work with an attorney's office myself as well, so I can do it in my lunch hour if it's online.
Okay.
No problem. I can start today.
Okay, Mr. Munoz, do you know if Mr. Munoz's office has that information already to pass to her, or do they need it?
Judge, I'm sure they can get it. If it's an anger management class, we know where to get it, and we can send it off, Judge.
Okay. So I'm just gonna set a tickler to see, because I don't want to set her for a status since we're gonna do a special setting. Okay. So I'm gonna set a tickler. I'm gonna give her some time to get that done. How many hours is that course again?
I believe it's 4 hours, Judge.
Okay. So I'm gonna set a tickler for November the 19th, just to make sure that she's taking it and we can check up on this case. And if she gets it done sooner and submits that certificate to the state sooner, Mr. Munoz, let us know. And then we can set up that time to accommodate the Miss Cantu's son, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, then we'll see you soon, Miss Cantu.
Yes, it'll be done, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Judge.
Can we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Saldana, by any chance, have you heard from opposing counsel?
No, Judge, that's exactly, I was just checking, but he hasn't responded. We did speak this morning. I'm not sure if,
Well, have you all talked about like is she still ongoing on that case?
yes, Judge.
In the 93rd, right?
Yes, Your Honor, it's highly contested, like on the family end. They are going to be going to trial. He didn't give me what their trial setting, but he was going to be asking for additional time. He was going to probably be reaching out to the DA himself to see if we can come to some sort of resolution, just given the nature of everything between the parties.
Well, I would like to see what we can do before the end of the year. So we're just gonna go ahead and set this for December the 16th.
Okay.
At 9:30, even though I'm already stacked, but I'd rather work longer on that day to make sure that we get as much as we can done.
Yes, ma'am.
And hold on after we get off, okay? So just stay on if you don't mind. Okay. All right, if you can let Mr. Morales know, that'll be great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Damien, if you can call out the defendants' names that did not show up that we've already gone over 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Gerardo Doboa, Gerardo Doboa, Gerardo Doboa. Denise Esquivel, Denise Esquivel, Denise Esquivel. Gaspar Iracheta, Gaspar Iracheta, Gaspar Iracheta. Manuel Antonio Treviño, Manuel Treviño, Manuel Treviño. That's all I had, Judge.
Okay, and what does the state say of these no-show defendants?
Your Honor, state requested a judgment and I said be granted a KPS issued and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
That'll be granted.